Hello, everybody. Aaron again. Welcome to another Cardinal Cast. So, this particular podcast, I would like to talk about how we get leads. So, the way that this industry works, and it's still kind of old fashioned, is it is cold call, it is door to door, it is word, it is doing some of the hard grunt work, I call it, where sometimes it's not very pleasant when somebody slams a door in your face, but fundamentally, door knocking is the most effective way to get leads. So you'll see throughout some of our project manager guidelines and some of our AST guidelines, there are certain metrics and things from historic data that I personally have used that prove to be very successful. So as long as we can humbly accept some rejection, if you can knock on doors, if you've got the kahunas to go door to door, you will make more money than you've ever needed to make in your life. So door knocking fundamentally is number one, and there'll be, if there's not already a bunch recorded, there'll be more and more podcast Cardinal casts with the Nashville guys and with different people that sell within our company talking about how they knock on doors, how they cold call. So then, so we'll revisit that at a later time, the actual door knocking, the cold call, the AS advanced survey team work. So when we have a job that's going on, or when we're doing a roof install, or we're building a roofing system for Cardinal Catastrophe Services, we call those baby blue installs. So whether they're blank baby blue T-shirts or we always have a bunch of Cardinal Cat logoed shirts in stock at the Edwardsville office. So we like to have all of our roofers wear their baby blue company shirts. In Nashville, we have a bunch of orange shirts, or even safety orange would work just perfectly. So the reason why we want the roofers to be logoed up in baby blue or company logoed gear is we've found the second most efficient and effective way to bring in new business, to bring in new leads, is have a really good looking install. We've got the best roofers on the planet. They do a really good job. Our installs, we should have a truck there. We should have yard signs. Hopefully, our roofing teams have okay trucks, and we like to have our magnets on their trucks as well. But when the roof is going on, I mean, it's a pretty labor intensive job, and our guys, our crews, they work their ass off. So when the neighbors are watching our roofing systems be built, that's the best time to go talk to the neighbors. So my recommendation is you should do 3 passes during the install, and then so that means you want to go knock all the houses within a block or two radius in the morning. When you do your meet and greet, if you happen to see somebody, just go start BSing with them. Hey, you should let me get you a roof. It didn't cost anything but their deductible. And then around lunchtime or a second time, come back, as you should be doing anyway, as you're touching your jobs, as you're learning about roofing systems, and as you're there to be helpful for your roofers in case you need to run a short. It's just good management to be present for your jobs. Then second time throughout the day, take another pass. If you use street sheets and lead sheets, you should keep track of who you spoke to, who's not home, who's interested, who's not interested. So you're doing an efficient door knock. And then at supper time, or as it gets dark out, as the crew's wrapping up, go hit it again. If you're really truly doing real work and you're trying to build your roofing empire, working your baby blue installs, working your installs is a super effective way to bring new leads in. So also talking about working our installs is the whole referral thing. So we do not have per se a formal dollar value commitment for paying your customers for referrals, but that's definitely something that on a person by person, job by job basis, project managers can have the freedom and the autonomy to say, listen, I'll give you $100 cash for every lead you give me. The caveat is you got to make sure that it gets totaled or we get a first check in hand. Otherwise, you don't want to just pay for referral for an inspection that doesn't turn into a deal. Otherwise, then you're just pissing money away. But you want to have your customers work for you. You know, be present, be available, do a good job, and have them blast you on social media, take some pictures. If we do any kind of pictures or posting on social media, tag your customers. There's a lot of super effective ways that you can market yourself and work your installs, market the company, and work referrals. So from knocking the doors throughout the install to having your customers promote within their family, friends, neighbors with some kind of a cash bonus for jobs that are turned in that we actually collect upon. That's a great way to get leads. And the way that we built this business is we really don't believe in advertising. I learned this right out of college with the company I worked for that was super frugal. You do not have a guaranteed return on your investment for advertising. So the best way to bring new business in, and this is across the board, I think, with a lot of companies, but specifically for roofing, is do a good job. Word of mouth. Word of mouth is the best. So regular cold call door knocking, working your installs slash referrals. The last way we get leads in, and this is something that's super effective. And if you truly are a student of our business, if you're truly a student of being a project manager, and if you're really serious and you're going to do the real work to build your mini roofing empire, to really build your business, you will go to insurance agents throughout your area. So that's what I did personally as I started the business, is I went and talked to a lot of local agents. And basically, the spiel is, or the way that I would do it is I would do it really informally. I would just pop in, try to get through their receptionist and just say, if possible, I'd like to bring donuts or bring coffee. And, if I could talk to everybody in the office for about 10 or 15 minutes, kind of explain who I am. And I think I can help save you some money. And, I would I'm a little bit on the cocky side sometimes when it deals with insurance agents, but I would, and I've said this in the past and I say this, I say, listen, I want to be your preferred roofer. Because if you look at me, I have all my teeth and I'm not drunk right now. So whatever roofer you have that you use, I'm going to be better than. Even though that's kind of my icebreaker, so, supposed to be funny, I would actually say that to get in there. But when you go talk to an insurance agent, we've got PowerPoints that you can follow, insurance agent presentation type PowerPoints. I know we even have some handouts. What I'd recommend doing is that when you can get everybody together, come back, bring them donuts, bring them coffee. You can turn that expense in for reimbursement, but just say, I'm local, you know, I'm building my business. We've been here for so long and we only do insurance claims. Slap down a marketing folder and just kind of go through and point out, whatever you use personally in the marketing folder that shows shows whomever you're talking to, the features, the advantages, and the benefits of using you. Usually, I'd go in there and I'd pound on local, local, local. We're a local company, and yes, in Murfreesboro, we are locally incorporated. Even though Nash Cat is a division of Cardinal Catastrophe Services, and Cardinal in Maplewood in St. Louis is a division of, we are locally incorporated. In Missouri, we are locally incorporated. So we're local. When you get in to talk to insurance agents, the big takeaway is this: is that you know we have people within our staff or yourself. I am Hague certified, so most insurance agents won't know what that means. So you kind of have to educate them. You say, listen, we go do the same training that most of your adjusters go through. So the cool thing with us is we're not going to tell any of your insured to file a claim unless it's real damage. So we think we can help save you money because, my line is when little Mary Smith hears a squirrel on her roof pitter pattering around and she thinks that's hail and she wants to file the claim, you say, well, hold on. Let me call Aaron at Cardinal. We will do a complimentary, free, no strings attached property inspection, and then we'll report back to the agent and say, yes, you do have enough functional damage where, in our opinion, we think it will merit filing a claim, or you say, really, the roof is in good shape, that must have been something else, and no claim needed. So that's the easy way to get it there and just say, we're Hague certified. We're going to tell you if it is damage, and we're also going to tell you if it's not damage. So that's the easiest way to really kind of get in there. Now you can talk, local in Edwardsville, you can talk about all of our awards. You can talk about, some of the shingle programs, the roofing systems that we build. I mean, there's a bunch of different things you can talk about. As you get into this, you can even get into Hague engineering. You can get into, we have Xactimate. We've got the same software that, you guys use, so we're not guessing on prices. The big thing is local Torch Award finalist for the last 6 years consecutive, A plus with BBB. If you look at our online reviews, we're pushing a 4.7, 4.8. I think Nashville's a straight 5 with Google and, online reviews. So we are really good at this. And for an insurance agent, you can help save them money. So getting into a higher level of this is, as you really get to understand the way that the underwriting side works with the insurance agents, or the insurance agent side, is every insurance agent gets paid. They make more, whether it's on their monthly or their annual bonuses or their commissions. They get paid more for the least amount of claims that they turn in. So a lot of claims, they don't make as much money. If they don't have any claims, then they will make more money. If there's a lot of claims, they'll make less money, if I didn't explain that correctly. So we know that if an insurance agent doesn't know Cardinal, they're just going to think it's some jackass roofer, trying to file a claim. If they know it's Cardinal and if we can explain how we do things, they'll be more likely to say, yes, let's file a claim. So a lot of times you'll see insurance agents work against you. I always want to take the opportunity to educate, an insurance agent and build a partnership, or, build trust and build or the referral program with insurance. Okay, I was cut off there, so we'll just hopefully splice this in. So we're talking about speaking with insurance agents, getting insurance agents to have you be their preferred contractor, their preferred roofer. We talked about how most insurance agents, they have some sort of a bonus or some sort of a spiff based on claim activity. So they don't want claims. And if we can educate them that we can help slow their claims down, because we're going to tell you the truth. We're not a roofer that's just going to tell everybody to claim, and we'll tell you if there's real damage or not. As you get into this more, if you really want to get into how all this works, a strategy that we've used in the past that is really successful is, if you can speak to an insurance agent when you're talking to the actual licensed agent, you say, listen, I'm a roofer, I'm a contractor, but I want to talk to you about how I can lower your loss ratio. So what loss ratio is it's a mathematical equation or a number that's for the year previous that sets every insurance agent or everybody in their office, it sets their pay plan. So basically, the year previous, if there's a shitload of claims and their loss ratio is super high, they won't make as much money. And then vice versa, if they have a year where there's not many claims, their loss ratio will be lower, and that means they make more money. So every insurance agent is super dialed into their loss ratio, which is why they will try to talk people out of claims. But what you also say is, we're going to tell you the truth. We're going to hopefully slow some of your claims down unless they're legit. But then you say, here's the other thing that we can help you with. And we will do this for free just to be your preferred roofer. You say, how much new business do you write a month? One deal, 4 deals, 10 deals. What if we did this? What if every new customer that you're writing a homeowner's policy on, before you wrote the policy, we did a complimentary inspection on the property you're going to insure? And what if it would qualify for non-repairable wind damage or hail damage? What if there is insurance claimable damage to that roofing system? Wouldn't you rather take on a new customer that has a brand new roof? And wouldn't you rather have that roof be purchased by the previous insurance company. Now, roofers and contractors aren't going at this angle. So when you start talking about how I can help you, Mr. Insurance Agent, Mr. Insurance Agent, how I can help you make money and how I can lower your loss ratio and how we can inspect all the new